We see fire everywhere. There is no way out. Everyone is running here and there in panic. A man named Kevin is trying to get a bus full of children out of this fire. Will he be able to succeed in this goal? Let's go to the story to find out. So the movie starts and we see time November 2018. We see Kevin, who is the main character of the story, and he is a driver. But like Rose, his day was normal. He used to work as a bus driver in a school where he used to get a very low salary. It was very difficult for him to survive. Kevin has a mother and a son in his house. His son does not listen to Kevin. Kevin tells him to go to school, but the boy refuses. Kevin does not understand what to do with his son. He also has a dog. He finds out that the dog is also sick, so he takes him to the hospital. He thought that when trouble comes, it comes from all sides. The man gets stuck badly, but still, he was not losing courage. The next day he goes to school again, where he sits the children in the bus and leaves the school. Now this is a city called Paradise in California. Here, the weather is usually dry and hot. We see the poles of electricity on the mountains. Here, a short circuit occurs inside an electric wire, due to which sparks fall on the grass. Now, because the weather was completely dry, the grass was also dry. So there is a fire in that grass. This fire goes towards the jungle very quickly, where the whole Paradise city is present. Those who were inside the city did not know at all about the coming danger. Now Kevin leaves the children in the school. After that, he had to take his bus to the garage so that he could fix the bus. By then, the fire had spread a lot in the jungle. Some police officers see the fire and immediately inform the fire brigade about it. The fire brigade comes here, but they know that this fire is on top of the mountain, and it is a little difficult to reach there. But still, they do not lose courage and somehow try to go up the mountain from another way. However, some workers get stuck in this fire. We also see Kevin, who was taking the school bus from here to the garage. He had no information about the fire yet. His mother calls from home. She says that his son is vomiting and needs to go to the hospital. So Kevin says that there is no need to worry. He says, "I have a bus and I am coming from a medical store with medicines." So he does not go to the garage and goes straight to the medical store because he has to save his son's life. Now this smoke could be seen clearly standing inside the city. They find out that the wind is also blowing towards them, which means that this fire will reach the city very soon. Police officers gather at one place and try to find out how this fire started. It is a normal incident to start a fire in the jungle of America, but it was not normal for the fire to start so fast. Some fires are controlled at the same time as small fires, but there was no control over the fire in this area yet. Police officers find out that there are power lines installed there. And when the sparks of fire came, the wind was so strong that the electricity was not turned off. And that is why the fire started. Soon, some people from the electricity department come there. The fire brigade people get very angry at them. They say, "You knew that the wind was blowing so fast, you should have cut off the electricity." After the fire brigade talks, the department people turn off all the electricity, because they know that such incidents can happen more. Then we see an officer who is in the FBI. He tells the fire brigade people that he is stuck in the fire, but there are some houses here that have caught fire and those houses need help. That is why he helps people here himself. This was the house that was built near the jungle. That is why he puts some people in his own car, saves their lives, and takes them away from here. Now, the fire brigade people find out that this fire has been burning for a long time. The smoke is spreading far and wide. It has taken at least 5 kilometers of area inside it. Kevin also gets a call from his boss. She says that if the bus in the garage has been repaired, then bring the bus as soon as possible because today the children will leave early. But Kevin did not take his bus inside the garage. He was going to his house with medicines. The cars of the fire brigade could not go so far, so small helicopters fill water and throw it over the jungle so that they can control the fire. But it was very difficult to control such a fierce fire. The fire was just increasing, and that is why they asked for more helicopters to put out the fire, because it was not possible to put out the fire by land. When the FBI officer was saving the lives of some people and going out of the jungle, the fire comes all around him. He finds out that he can't get out of here. That is why he sends everyone into the pond so that everyone can go there and save their lives. Kevin also finds out that there is a lot of fire in the jungle and the fire brigade cars are going that way. That is why he talks to his son and says, "I will get to you very soon. And no matter what happens, do not come out of the house." Because the smoke was all over the place. All the children are inside the school. They were also able to see the smoke coming out of the windows. They also find out that there is a fire somewhere. There was also a teacher here whose name is Mary. She gathers all these children together and tells them to sit. A lot of parents had come to school to take their children because they were also afraid that their children might get lost. But there were still many parents who could not reach their children, and there are a total of 22 children left. Kevin gets a call from his wife. He finds out that he does not live with his wife. His wife also finds out that something has happened to their son. That is why she tells Kevin that you don't have to go to our son. I will take him from your house. From inside the school, a worker tells all the drivers that whichever driver's bus is empty, reach the school and take the children with you, because there are still 22 children in the school. Their parents could not reach us, but in return, no bus driver answers. It was only Kevin who had come to the school area. That is why he answers and says that I will reach school very soon. I will rescue the children and take them out. That is why Kevin quickly drives his bus and goes to the school from this place. He has to rescue the children and take them to an empty place in Chico. So Kevin quickly reaches the school. He takes all the children in his bus. Mary, the teacher, tells Kevin to take all the children to Chico where there is an empty place. But Kevin says that I can't do this alone. Someone has to go with me. So Mary says, "Okay, I will go with you." That is why Mary also sits with the children in the bus, and they leave from here. The children were sitting comfortably on their seats. The police and fire brigade were busy extinguishing the fire. They were very tense due to the increasing fire. The bus that Kevin was taking gets stuck in a jam. It was a very long traffic jam because everyone was thinking about getting out of here. Because of this, all the cars suddenly came onto the highway and it was jammed. It gets dark while waiting like this. Kevin finds out that there is no way to get out of here. Still, somehow he makes Mary sit on the driver's seat and says, "I will try to clear the way. Now you slowly bring the bus back." Then Mary does the same. Kevin started removing the cars from the front by saying that I have children, so please let us go. Some people leave the way. After a lot of effort, Kevin's bus succeeds in getting out of here. And in this way, Kevin reaches a place by moving the bus forward. He sees that there is a lot of fire here. All the houses are on fire. Mary also says that we should not stay here. We have to take these children to the place where we were told. Kevin now moves forward from here. There were flames all around the bus, and it was getting dark because of the smoke. All the children were scared because of the heat of the fire, but Mary was somehow trying to take care of these children. Now where there was a campsite called Chico, some tents were set up there. All the injured people were coming there. All the buses were also told to come here, but not a single bus had come yet. Because of this, all the parents of the children in the bus get very worried here. Where Kevin was driving the bus, nothing was visible in front of him. But Kevin was just driving the bus with skill. All the children were sweating and calling for water. But it was very difficult to get water nearby. That is why Kevin stops the bus at the place where there was a little less fire. Mary says that I will go to the nearby houses to see if there is water. That is why she goes to a house which was near the fuel station and starts collecting water bottles from there. But then there is an explosion in the fuel station and Mary screams. But somehow she got water for the children. Then the children's thirst was quenched. Now the fire had spread even more. Kevin was moving forward with the bus. He did not know which way this road would go, because it was only dark far away and there was nothing but darkness. All the parents tried to explain to Kevin's boss that you do not worry. The children sitting in the bus are being driven by a good driver named Kevin, and a teacher named Mary is also with the children in the same bus. So these two will bring the children here safely. Just believe me. Let the police and others do their job. When Kevin was moving forward, he saw some people who were running. They tell Kevin not to take the bus ahead because there is no way to go ahead. They say you should also start running on foot. But Kevin has 22 children. He cannot leave those children and run on foot. That is why he tells Mary to sit in the bus. He says, I will try to see the way. When he goes to the other side to see the way, he finds that there is no way to get out of here. There is only fire all around. That is, there is fire ahead and behind. That is why he decides that the bus will have to stop here for a while, until the fire does not calm down a little or the speed of the wind does not slow down. All the children were crying. Mary was trying to calm them down. Kevin tells Mary that I have an idea. Tear my t-shirt and put it on the children's faces so that the children do not inhale poisonous gas. So she does the same. Kevin makes small pieces of his t-shirt. He soaks them in water and gives them to the children to keep on their noses so that they can survive. The police also start answering now. They find out that such a big fire cannot be controlled, because this fire had spread not only in a small area, but also in a very large area. Neither can it be extinguished with the help of a helicopter or a jet, nor with the help of fire brigade vehicles. That is why they decide that we will have to focus on only one thing. That is to save people's lives. The big officers of the fire brigade also state in front of the media that no one needs to worry. All the people or children who must be stuck in the fire, we will take them out safely. Until then, Kevin and Mary start talking to each other and share their sorrows, because both feel that maybe it is their last time. But after a while, they realize that the fire has reached very close. Kevin immediately gets off the bus and tries to extinguish the fire around him. But the wind is blowing very fast, so it does not help extinguish the fire. Seeing this, Kevin understands that no one will come to help him now. That is why he gets on the bus again and decides that no matter what happens, he will have to take the bus ahead. The bus does not start in the beginning, but Kevin tries again and again. After a long try, the bus finally starts, and he takes the bus ahead through the fire. This was a very risky job because if a burning tree falls on the bus or the bus catches fire, it would be impossible to save these children here. Now they had closed the windows and doors. That is why the smoke had not come in yet, and even though some things were not visible, Kevin just kept driving and kept moving forward. And then, after a lot of effort, he reaches a place where the fire had not reached, and this way he can get out of that place. Then from here he takes his bus to the place where he was told to take the bus. At that place, the parents were sad, but as soon as they see the bus, they know that their children are safe. Because of this, all the parents are happy and take care of their children. At the same time, the parents also thank Mary and Kevin. Because they did not care about their own lives, they saved the lives of all the children and brought them to safety. Now Kevin had to find his family too. He goes inside the camp to find his family where he sees his mother. He is very happy to see his mother and asks, "Where is my son?" His mother says that your wife has taken your son with her. But now the time moves to after a few days of this fire accident, where finally somehow the fire was extinguished. But despite the extinguishing of the fire had left its mark behind. Kevin goes near his burnt house and starts looking at the photos of his family here. He was also sad that along with his home, everyone's house was burnt to ashes. Then a car comes here which Kevin starts looking at. From inside the car, his wife and son come out. They meet Kevin and both the father and son were safe. They are very happy because of this. Kevin's wife also realized her mistake and they decide to live together again. Because they had to face a lot of difficulties because of such a big accident, because of which they realized the importance of family and how good it is to live together. And with this, the story of this film also ends here. If you enjoyed this recap, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories.